All right, everybody, good Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday, whatever. Yesterday, we completed our last argument timed writing, which is a major grade for this last grading period. Remember, it's also the last time that you will practice argument timed writings at all until your exam. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing well. Don't put this off. This is super important. Less than a month, right? A month from yesterday is the AP exam for English language and composition. So we're going to practice every single one of the essays. We're going to continue on with our progress checks. We still have our research paper that we're kind of chipping away at slowly as well. And if you're a dual credit student, I mentioned yesterday that your research paper will become your final exam grade for Northwest Vista. Okay, not for Brandeis, but for Vista, and that is for dual credit students only. Okay, so if you click on this link, it'll take you to yesterday's timed writing essay information. So, I'm going to complete this self-scoring assignment today, but if you didn't turn in an essay, you need to complete that photo no later than today. That'll serve as your attendance credit, either one, because you can't really self-score something that doesn't exist. So again, it's a major grade. I'm going to start marking those missings. I'm working through your annotations right now. Lots going on, and I understand that. However, as I've mentioned before, I've been extremely generous with your workload and making sure that you always have ample time and examples, and so I don't feel like at this point I'm asking too much of you. So let's get those essays completed. All right, those of us that are ready to move on today, we're going to go ahead and open up this self-scoring assignment. Remember that you do need to highlight the descriptors on the rubric. That is part of the scoring process. It's part of the score and the grade. Simply writing stuff at the bottom is not enough, and I'm going to return it back to you if that is what happens. So those of us that are done with our essays, this will also serve as your attendance credit for today. But you have the argument rubric here. You're going to highlight specific descriptors that pertain to your writing. So I would personally score the handwritten copy, even, especially if you don't have the typed copy and turn it in, that's fine. You should still be able to score the handwritten copy, and it should be fairly close to, if not exactly, what would have been scored on turnitin.com. All right, so once you've done this, you're going to give me feedback on each of the rows, right? In row A, you would score, how many out of 1 would you earn your thesis point, and then why? Again, using complete sentences. Again in row B, again in row C. This is where I would not only justify, but if you have any sort of confusion, maybe you can explicitly state that, right? I am unsure because the rubric says this. I think it means this, so this is why I would give it this score. This is why I would not give it this score. Okay. When in doubt, score down, don't score up. But at the same time, some of you are also really hard on yourselves. And so the way that they score for College Board is if there's evidence of any one of these things, then they will go ahead and give you that point. Same thing for the thesis. Just because it may or may not be in the introduction doesn't mean it's not in the conclusion. So when in doubt, score down to an extent, except for those of you that are really hard on yourself. Give yourself credit where credit is due. Okay, that's a really fine line there between those two sections. All right, I believe I've already linked your week at a glance, and so if you are already feeling the burnout, please make sure that you double check this week at a glance to know which assignments are coming up and deadlines, progress checks, and all that stuff. I mentioned very clearly yesterday that I will not be opening progress check number 6. It's over with. We're doing number 7 on Friday. If you're missing progress checks, there's nothing I can do to help you at this point. Just make sure you focus on the next one because we're doing one weekly. Tonight is the Advanced Academic Night information. This was an announcement that should have been in your Brandeis group, but I went ahead and copied it here. And then here is the Zoom link for tonight at 6, should you want to be there. This is the information that Ms. McCracken and Ms. Cook will be discussing based on AP exams, and you will have the opportunity to ask questions. So please share that information with your parents. All right? All right, everybody, have a great Tuesday. Lots to do. I look forward to seeing you guys on Zoom, or if you have any questions, reach out to me on Schoology or via Google. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.